Hello and welcome back to Heroes Endgaming. I am Josh, and today AMG dropped a huge trailer for their Q3 releases for Marvel Crisis Protocol, and man do we have some detailed images of models and releases that they have given us. So let's deep dive into the trailer and see what we can expect from this upcoming release. So this is one of the pictures from the trailer that shows all the CP expansions lined up in front of us. We can see that it starts off at 64 with Mordu and the Ancient One. It goes all the way up to 68 with the Sanctum Sanctorum Terrain Pack. Dormammu is CP 33, so there is CP 66, which is not in this lineup. We can expect later on to be spoiled. So obviously from this lineup we can see Mordo, the Ancient One in an expansion, Doctor Strange and Clea in another, of course, Sanctum Sanctorum, a Terrain Pack, Dormammu, and Dr. Voodoo and Hood. We'll take a look at CP64, which has Mordu. No, the one from the Doctor Strange film. And the Ancient One. Looks like they use pretty cool sculpts. Mordu getting some really nice air with those discs that we've seen him use in the movie. And the Ancient One's sculpt is very reminiscent from the MCU version of the Ancient One. From this picture, we can really see how much taller Mordu is just from his tactical discs compared to a character that's standing on the ground like Hood. Also, by going onto AMG's website, we can see the contents of the box actually contain a new Crisis card. Next, in CP67, we can see that Doctor Strange is getting a new re-imaging as well as a new assistant in Clea, which both of the sculpts look pretty impeccable. In this particular image, we get the full view of the new model with how much depth this new tactical rock has, where it looks like his teleportation ring is coming out of a rock and some of Dormammu's realm is coming out of the teleportation ring. And looking at Doctor Strange's and Clea's expansion box contents, we can actually see Doctor Strange is getting a new title of Sorcerer Supreme, as well as an additional affiliation card. In CP65, we get two characters that I personally am not super familiar with Dr. Voodoo and Hood. Dr. Voodoo looks sculpted amazingly, floating in midair with skulls and clouds keeping him from touching the ground. And the more important part here is the extra skull bits that come with him, as there looks to be 3 individual skulls with candles on them. Great for conversion work down the road. While Hood looks like he's going to be sharing 2 bodies, and his models are not to write home about, although the one with the guns blazing and his leg coming out of the portal is pretty amazing. We really only get the true interesting scope out of Hood once we look at the contents of the box. It's not that we're getting 3 models, 3 bases, but it's that we're getting 3 different character stat cards for these models, which could mean that Possess Hood could be a separate character from the crime boss Hood. And of course, last and definitely not least, is Dormammu himself, coming with an amazing centerpiece base similar to Thanos and his throne, with an amazing backdrop of a portal behind him. But what we really don't get from the box art picture is the actual scale of the massivity of Dormammu's model itself. We've already talked about how much air Mordu is getting from his tactical discs. Dormammu is practically double the height of Mordu, including that artificial elevation. On top of that, we can look at the dimensional rifts in the background and see how he is even taller than those. But of course, at an $80 price tag, we're going to expect a nice package for our pretty penny. And indeed we are getting Dormammu himself, the Nexus, which is probably the throne-like terrain piece that he's on, as well as the 2-dimensional rifts that are frequently pictured in this trailer, as well as a slew of other cards that will allow you to play the ultimate encounter. So for an $80 price tag, we're getting an extremely powerful MCP character as well as 3 terrain pieces. Thank you for watching. That's it for this episode. I'll be sure to include a link to the trailer in the description down below. You are still eligible to enter for our 200 subscriber giveaway for an MCP expansion of your choice. All you have to do is leave a comment in this or one of my videos, subscribe, and I'll do a random drawing once we hit 200 subscribers. For additional support and giveaway entries, consider joining Patreon or supporting me through Buy Me a Coffee. Until next time, I've been Josh. Happy gaming.